Last but not least, when you feel like you can't go no more, you finna give up, bro, just keep pushing, bro. You might be this close. Just keep pushing, bro.
You're gonna feel like, man, this shit is not for me no more.
Yes, bro.
Facts,
I don't want to hoop no more.
Facts. Every coach is trying to keep their job, bro.
Everything, all of it is trying to keep their job.
So make sure y'all just have
And to make sure the offense and defense fit you. Make sure the system fits you.
But how do you know that? How do you know if it fits you?
You gotta watch film, bro. You gotta like sit down and really like watch. That's the when you go, make sure you want to play the position. Make sure everything is genuine. Make sure everything they're saying is true.
Last but not least, when you feel like you can't go no more, you finna give up, bro. Just keep pushing, bro. You might be this close. Just keep pushing, bro.
You're gonna feel like,
man, this shit is not for me no more.
Yes, bro.
Facts,
I don't want to hoop no more.
Facts.
Now y'all had that, or you thought this wasn't for you anymore?
I mean, I think every athlete goes through that, like where it's like, oh, fuck, I can't deal with this.
Especially during off season, when there's no games and you gotta wake up every morning at 7, 6 in the morning to do physical work. That man, like this stuff hurt. Then they expect you to go back on the court and play even harder, and there's no games till like 6, 7 months ago. So that right there, that's stressful.
It's like look at the bigger picture, bro. Like bigger picture ahead. Real talk.
Yeah, y'all enjoy this high school, bro, because it's a business.
It's not the same, bro.
You know your own, bro.
And really enjoy it. Like really like try to like live in the moment. Like think outside, but live in the moment at the same time.
I look at it. We can tell y'all this shit, bro, but y'all your own person, bro. Y'all own person. Y'all gonna deal with it how y'all deal with it. We just trying to give y'all a little info.
How we
going into it.
Okay, last thing, because I know you guys got stuff to do. All right, obviously you guys know Jermaine O'Neal. All right, NBA All-Star, you're a legend. I just wanted him to just kind of talk to you guys about the similar situation, but coming from high school to the NBA, there's a lot of things off the court that you guys may not be aware of. You know what I mean? It's not just about the game of basketball, but we obviously talk about the game of life and the struggles that you guys are going to be presented. But how to be able to handle that and be able to persevere through those situations and stay consistent on the court and not allowing those outside distractions, to affect you.
I've heard a couple of things that y'all talked about. Really, the process of college is magnified to the pros, without a doubt. The days of it being about you. So high school gives you a sense of entitlement. So high school, that's what I learned coming through high school. You're typically the best person on the court all the time. At some point, the business of basketball or sports in general will humble you in a way you have no idea. And you guys looking at the next step, some of you guys are already there. Obviously, heard picking your school, picking your system. And obviously we understand, we've seen it in college, we've seen some people make choices and it's like, man, it ain't nothing like you told it would be. So think about that times a million in the pros, right? In the pros, you gotta realize this, they don't care. Those teams are gonna make money no matter what. And it's a draft every single year. I mean, you look at the direction of where the NBA is going now. The reason why these big contracts are happening because the business is expanding. Look at the scenario where in 16, it was 18 people drafted. I think in the first two rounds. That wasn't U.S. men. So our opportunity, and you're starting to see it in college now, right? The foreign kids, which is fine. It's a competitive format. But it's starting to shrink. So what I would tell you is during this process of who you guys believe you are, stay strong with that. Right? It's always I heard distractions, I heard the girls, I heard the parties. It's always going to be there, right? I know you guys see a lot of talented people that actually make it to the pros, and you're like, damn, what happened to them? Because they had all the talent, but they didn't have the mentality. And I can guarantee you that at that level, it's the mentality that keeps you. And it's important that as you guys develop into whoever you want to be, you know who you are, because people they're gonna try to strip you down. They're gonna strip you down. And if you ain't tough enough, they're gonna open the door and say, go ahead. We're gonna bring you in. Right? And so we when I first met him, we talked a lot about the process, and man, I'm gonna tell you, man, what y'all trying to do is the hardest thing in the world to do. So how many times you guys see the Powerball? I just saw it a second. You see the Powerball? There's something new, right? So you know how hard it is to win. I ain't gonna lie, I be trying to play this shit. Give me some of these. Same percentage. Get into the league. Not even lying. And it's getting harder. It's getting harder, right? And I know some of y'all in here, we talk a little bit about it. I'm gonna tell you, when you dream and you look at it in his eyes. And I don't care what people say, what people try to do, this is what I'm gonna go get. Because there's always gonna be people trying to tell you you can't do it. There's always gonna be obstacles. There's always gonna be somebody, whether it's a coach, whether it's a friend, whether it's somebody's scouting you, whatever it may be. You gotta lock in. When you lock in, you can be whatever you want to be. And I think that's the realest thing I can tell you, because I was truly blessed through the process of 18 years, man, out of high school. And I remember the first, this guy named Bob Bass, in 96, I wrote this article. And I ain't never met this man a day in my life. It was a 2-page big article. My mama framed it and put on the wall to this very day. And this man stripped me down. This man talked about me and never even seen me fight. It's like, no, not good. Whoever drafting, this was gonna happen. And they saying no. That I looked at that and it cut me so deep. It was my first learning experience. That this man has never seen me play before. But all of a sudden, he's trying to alter my well-being, my ability to provide for my family. So I had to take a step back and I had to figure out exactly what it is that I really wanted to do. If this man talking about me and I'm 17 years old and I'm looking at the NBA and they think about me like this already and I ain't played a second yet, that gave me a great idea of what it was. Right? People ain't gonna like you. And that's fine. It's not for them to understand what you're trying to do at any point in your career. Right? So you gotta go out and you gotta be who you wanna be. You gotta lock in and engage. Because I can tell you, when you make it, that's half the battle. Staying gets tougher. It gets tougher. So I say keep dreaming. Go get what you want, man, because at the end of the day, man, there's nothing like it when you achieve it. There's nothing like it, man. And that's the realest thing I can tell you.